Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. It was a good day for me, blah, blah, blah. Let's get right into it. What did I wear? I went with Gucci Guilty Elixir. Um, Wore about half of it, as you can see. Um, a lot I could say about this, but this make this a half-hour long video, so we'll just get into the nuts and bolts of it. First thing first, it smells nothing like any Gucci Guilty I've ever smelled. Um, Maybe you have. I don't know, but I mean, I think I've smelled all of them for the most part. I never really owned any small bottles and a couple decants. Guilty wasn't my thing. Now that it was unpleasant, just wasn't my thing. But yeah, so nothing like any Guilty I ever smelled. Completely different. Like I said, I applied about half of it, and put a few in my moisturizer, a couple behind the ear, one there, one on the chest, shirt on, one on the shirt, one in each crink of the elbow. Remember, when I'm saying one, that's one on each shoulder. It's this, so it's like the equivalent of like half a spray. So, yeah. This, I don't like the first 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. I actually find it rather disgusting, to tell you the truth. It's this slightly earthy floral scent with a hint of funk, the earthy funk, and I don't like that. But like I said, it's only 10 or 15 minutes, and then it develops pretty quick, and it's actually okay. It's pleasant. It does smell like a deodorant for a little while, like a deodorant I had as a kid, and I didn't have, I smelled as a kid on one of the girls I used to hang out with, and I can't remember. So it is slightly feminine at first. Like I said, that first 20 minutes or so, this is where all this is happening. um, then it starts to develop, and the florals are always there. The florals are pretty much there still, and it's been 10 hours. You can still pick up on the florals. Um, but this, I never looked up the notes, but this sweetness starts to come out a bit. And a little bit of spice, just a hint of spice. It's not a spicy scent by any stretch of the word. But it starts to develop in almost a flat floral vanilla Coke. You know what I mean? Because it smells kind of poppy, cola-y, without the effervescence, the sparkling of it. Not a whole lot. It's not, you're not going to spray it and think, oh my God, Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola. But it's there. And it's nice. It really is nice. It mixes well with them florals, and florals, they're all mixing together. It's kind of this slightly sweet floral scent, with a little bit of backbone to it, with a bit of spice and still a bit of that earthiness. It's nice. And it stays that way for hours, hours. And then it hits the dry down, and it's still got a bit of that. I should say it hits the dry down about a few hours in. The vanilla really starts to take over, and it's not a super strong, sweet, sugary vanilla. It's a sweet vanilla, but it's soft. With them florals again, and maybe with a touch of amber sweetness in it, a touch of amber, because it does kind of pick up a little bit the sweetness, the almost balsamic kind of sweetness. So I'm guessing a little bit of amber, maybe some benzoin, something like that. That's kind of it, and that's where I'm at now. And it's been 10 hours. And I got a shower. I got to work in the morning. I've got a shower, so I don't have time to let it finish. But it's at the dry down now, where you have to actually put your nose pretty close to smell. It's been that way for about an hour, but for the first 2-3 hours, it projects pretty good, an arm's length, if not more, out there. And then it slowly comes in. Takes another hour or so to slowly comes in. Gives you a 1.5 feet of a bubble. Geez, for about another 4 hours or so, 3 or 4 hours. Then it comes in a little more, and it's, it's a nice detectable skin scent. You're still getting whiffs and wafts of it throughout the day. And then, like I said, the last hour, hitting about the 9-hour mark, you've got it's still detectable. You don't have to dig or anything. You can, oh yeah, there it is, Yeah, there it is. But at this point, it's time to reapply. So I'm going to say about 9 hours reapply, 9 to 10 hours reapply. That's pretty much where I hit the skin scent. Where some of you will still be fine with this, and that's fine. And it might last another 3 or 4 hours. I don't know, and I can't have time to waste. So I'm saying a 10-hour scent, which isn't bad. So at the end of the day, what is it? It's this floral, sweet, vanillic, slightly earthy, and then the base has got a little bit more of that, still with that earthy feel with some of the wood coming up and that vanilla. It's a very nice scent. So it's a floral vanilla, a masculine floral and vanilla scent, basically. The best way I can describe it with, again, like I said, hints of spice and a little bit of benzoin, a little bit of this and that. But for the most part, it's a floral, vanillic, floral scent. Masculine. Masculine, if you don't mind florals and vanillas. You don't like it, you're like, oh man, that's a bitch's scent. So, but I mean, I'm perfectly fine with it. I don't think it leans feminine, except for the first, like I said, 15 minutes or so when the florals are just popping. And it's just kind of, it smells like a girl's deodorant from the 90s. But it doesn't last long. And then it'll blend together. So where does it sit on the hierarchy of elixirs? Some of these might be upset. No, 9, 10 hours. That's not enough. That's perfectly acceptable for any fragrance. I don't care what it is. That is above average as far as I'm concerned. So it's perfectly fine in its longevity. And like I said, if you're still fine with this, then you're still getting longer now. You might get 12, 14, and your skin might even push it further. Mine right about now is when I'd reapply it. Like I said, about the 10-hour mark. I like it better than Victory Intense, Paco Rabanne Invictus Victory Intense, or Elixir. I like it better than 1 Million Elixir. But that's where I stop. I don't like it as much as, well, I like it way better than the Lattafa Oud Mood Elixir, but I don't think we're including that. So we're talking about just the big houses right now. And, well, a Zero Elixir I like better than this, believe it or not. It would go above this. But then we'll probably go Jean-Paul Gaultier, or Boss Elixir, Jean-Paul Gaultier, and then Sauvage. So it's okay. It's not bad at all. I was surprised, like I said, the first 20 minutes or so, I was like, I'm going to hate this. This is gross. And then it developed. Nice, like I said, masculine, floral, vanilla, kind of woody scent. And nothing special, nothing fancy, just pleasant. Has a bit of a soapy vibe to it towards the end. I don't know what that could be. Maybe one of the woods, something. But it's got a tiny, maybe even a nice musk. Price. This is where it's going to get a lot of people. It was $209 for 60 mils of this, Canadian dollars, plus another 15% tax where I'm at. No, thank you. Not if it was half that price, I'd have to think about it. And even then, I might. I mean, at half that price, I'd have to. It would be a a soft yes or a hard no, one of the two, because it'd be like, maybe. You know, at $100, maybe. Because while I do like it, it's nice. I just can't see me reaching for it a lot. It's just that type of scent that's not. Again, not that I don't like it. It's just something I don't think I'd ever jones to wear, want to wear again. I'm perfectly fine. Like I said, if I find it for $100, I'd probably purchase it just because I'd want it. But I mean, that would be it. I mean, you're not going to find this for $100 anytime soon anyway. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, it's okay. Compliments. I got 2 compliments wearing, so it is a compliment getting. Like I said, it's nice. It's just not my style. But not my style. Like, I don't hate it. Like if it's all I had, I would wear it and still be fine and still feel confident because I know it smells good. But it's just I've got so much other stuff that I like better. I would never really reach for this. So, but it did get me 2 compliments. I went into Shoppers to pick something up. I'll be back with the first impression here in a minute. And the girl working behind the counter was like, well, what's that you got on, Wayne? I said, she was the one who gave it to me last night. And she said her and her boyfriend both didn't like it on him. And I said, oh, that's the one you gave me. She said, that smells completely different on you than it does on my boyfriend. She says, I like it on you. I said, that's the way cologne goes sometimes. So, again, another put it on skin, please. And I ran into a girl I went to Value Village, and I told you before I worked at Value Village years and years ago, and there was a girl that's still working there. And I call her mama because she was old back then. Like, she was like the store mama. Like, everybody's got one. And she's like, Bernard. I'm like, hey, mama. And I gave her a hug, and she goes, oh, you smell good. I'm like, yeah, that's the Gucci, baby. She starts laughing. I'm like, yeah. So it'll get you compliments. It's definitely not offensive. I don't think anybody smell it, except for maybe, like I said, the first 20 minutes or so would be like, that's gross. I think everybody's gonna smell it. Like, oh, that's nice. And say, how much is it? It ain't that nice. All right, I'll go get the Savage. So yeah, guys, that's it. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.